Doors chiming, comes company. Ring, ring, knock, knock, here comes company. Door slam, kick in the face, here comes company. Here's to the ladies who lunch, everybody laugh. Somebody holds you too close, somebody holds you too near. Somebody to sit in your chair, ruin your sleep from being alive. Being alive. Hello, Lucie Devine here, and welcome to my review of Company. I went to work at the Gilligan Theatre, which is the Macintosh Theatre, for the fabulous show Company. It's a new revival of the Stephen Sondheim classic, but there's a bit of a twist. So the story is about Bobby turning 35 and being pressured to, get married by all, the friendly couples. But there's a little difference with this one. I don't know if you realised, but in the original, Bobby was actually a boy. And I know what you're thinking, no, that's Rosalie's not transgender. She is actually a woman because they've swapped the genders of the roles. Now, when I heard about it, I did think that's a bit of an odd thing to do. Obviously, you wouldn't do that with Mean Girls and turn it into Mean Men. You know what I mean? I thought, could this work for other shows? So I thought of a few. So Dream Girls would be Dream Boys, but that's already a show about male strippers. Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat would be Josephine in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Mamma Mia, Dada Dia. Everybody's Talking About Jamie would be Everybody's Talking About Janet. Heathers would be changed to Keith's. Hairspray would be changed to Hair Gel. And Legally Blonde could be changed to Legally Butch. But honestly, it's the best thing I've seen in the West End for a very long time. Don't tell anyone I said that, honestly. But it's fantastic. Beautifully done, honestly. So it's the director of Warhorse and also Curious Incident in the Dog of the Night Time. Marianne Elliott. I don't know why, but it makes me say it like, Marianne. But she's done a fabulous job to turn this production to the new coming-of-age show that it is. Because it just seems to work as a woman, because, as I say, it's about Bobby turning 35 and feeling pressurised into getting married. But if you do that as a woman, it seems to work more, because when you're a woman, as I am, and you get to a certain age, you get pressured and the body clock starts to count down, oh God, I've not got long until I can have kids, so I've not got long until I can find myself a husband. So it's a bit more urgent than if you're a bloke, because if you're a bloke, you just swanning along shagging whichever women you want until, decide to settle down. But that's the difference with this one, it being a female. It seems to work more in the story, because as the male version, you just start to think, why is Bobby not, settled down? Is it because he's actually gay? Because he has 3 beautiful women chasing him, and he's just not interested. So you do think, oh, is he gay? But in this new version, as, Bobby is a female, it works absolutely spectacularly. They've also brought it up to date and done gender swapping with a few other characters. So you've got a gay couple in it now. One of the characters sings Not Getting Married Today, which is a classic, because everyone knows it as the song that you'd hate to sing because you won't be able to catch your breath or spit your words out, because it's like, I know, like, I just couldn't imagine doing it. I don't know about you at all. And the guy that does it, Jonathan Bailey, does a spectacular job, because he's obviously part of the gay couple, and he's nervous about getting married, because he feels like just because gays can get married now doesn't mean they should. So he's sweating, and the energy that boy pours into his performance of that song is absolutely brilliant. And I tell you what, when it says it's a musical comedy, it isn't bloody lying, because I was howling at the back, honestly. But honestly, audience members were telling me to shush. And then I said, please, will you stop talking? I'm trying to watch the show. They're very rude. But honestly, it's hilarious. It really is. And a big surprise to me in this show was Mel from Mel and Sue. Now, I thought that's a bit of star casting, that is. That's a bit of star casting. But honest to God, I was blown away because her acting ability and her accent of a New Yorker was bloody perfect. Honestly, I didn't know what to think. I thought, she's got to be trained, that one. She's got to be trained. Because I think she had the biggest laughs in the show. I honestly do. She was fantastic. No Bake Off for her, I'm telling you. Broadway, that's where she's going. Another thing I like about this wonderful production is that the director's female and also the set designer's female and the main character's female. So it's a very woman empowering show, you know, because I was going and working it and watching a little bit of it in between, you know, telling people off. And I really related to it as a middle-aged woman because I have been pressured by the industry and my friends and family to be, oh Lucy, when are you getting married? Oh Lucy, when are we going to have some little baby usherettes dancing around? And I said, never. I'm too busy. I'm too busy for that. I'm a working girl. I've not got time to be hopping out girls. Or boys. But preferably girls, because I'd like to train them to be ballet dancers. So it's very relatable if you're a woman, but also if you're a man, you can really enjoy the show because some strong male characters and, you know, there's some conflicts. So it is really enjoyable. Obviously, I've got to mention Patti LuPone. When I was working this, she did try and avoid me. Which goes all the way back to the Sunset days where I had her back, but she didn't have mine. And I've got to say, although we have a bit of bad blood, she was fantastic in the role, and she seemed to really enjoy it and really give the performance that we all wanted in the auditorium. And I haven't spoken to her about issues, you know, regarding Andrew and myself and her, and but I will get hold of her one day. But honestly, she was fantastic. And Rosalie Craig, I've met her quite a few times. We are close friends, but I've never seen her perform. Because, you know, it's weird, like, you support your friends, but you never go and watch the show because everyone's busy in their own world, isn't they? Raising kids or, you know, checking tickets. And she was fantastic, honestly. She had some brilliant lines. She had some beautiful songs. Being Alive, you know, it's a classic. It's a classic. And she absolutely tore the roof off the auditorium. She was absolutely brilliant. And for any gays or girls thinking, should I go and see Company, I do have to tell you, there's a whole 5 to 8 minutes of Richard Fleischman only in his underwear. So, yeah, if that's not, you know, if that's not going to get you a ticket, then I don't know what bloody is, honestly. I really like the set in this show as well because everything was grey apart from the characters, and the set would always come in and out, you know. So it was kind of like a dream sequence inside of Bobby's head. So we saw it in Bobby's mind, what she was thinking, that it would appear, which I thought was very, very good and very eye-capturing. Beautiful set design. The only bad thing I have to say about this show is the audience members. Now, I know with, you know, older shows like this that are being revived, you do get an older, you know, OAPs coming in and the elderly. And I think that's the most difficult part about it because the show was spectacular, but the audience couldn't stand up to give a standing ovation. So watching that as an usherette and watching the performers, you know, give all their heart to the show, and then people not standing up at the end, it is quite, you know, it is quite painful to see. So it is quite sad that it is an older audience because they deserve a standing ovation every single night, I'm telling you. You know, obviously, you know, some of the cripples couldn't get up, but I could see them, you know, raising their hands nice and high to clap, which is nice to see that they're going, you know, the extra mile, unlike some lazy elderly people that just can't be bothered because they've had a hip replacement. So if you have time, make sure you get down to see Company, because honestly, it's very relevant in the day of age. So if you're over the age of, I don't know, about 24 or something, I think you'll really relate to this show, and you know, it'll tell you some home truths about your own lives. So this is on until the end of March, I think, at the Gielgud Theatre in the West End, just next to Jamie and also Les Miserables. So honestly, it's the best thing I've seen in the West End for a very long time. Trust me, Lucy said it, it must be true. And I really urge you to go and get a ticket. So make sure you log on to companywestend.co.uk, I'm guessing that's the website, and buy yourself a ticket. And if you can't afford the, the big ticket prices, also check out Todaytix, they won a lottery. And also, if you're under 25, you can get Thursday matinees for £25. Honestly, I was talking to this one boy, he was second row for £25. Honestly, I said, don't tell the people next year. Honestly, you get bunched. So make sure you get down to the Company at the Gilgood Theatre, because it's not to be missed, honestly. The Olivier Awards don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. And neither does Patti LuPone when I get my hands on her. Alright, thank you very much. I've been Lucie Devine.